So when you think of summer, you're thinking of festivals, concerts, barbecues, picnics, and all that fun stuff underneath the sun. And summer is finally here. Well, at least in Tanaka-kun, it's always listless. Summer has arrived. For here in the real world, summer, we have one more week till summer finally hits. So in this week's episode of Tanaka-kun is Always Listless, episode 10, we're 2 episodes away from the finale, and I can't believe how fast time has gone by. It was just like the other day we just started this series, and now we're coming to a close with it. So to start off with this week's episode started off with, like I said, it's fun in the sun. So what better way than to go to the pool and try to relax and have fun while you're in the water. So that's where Tanaka and Ota were for the first half of this episode. They were at the swimming pool, and there is a fact that added on to his listlessness, Tanaka-kun cannot swim. So you're wondering, what's the point of someone who can't swim doing at a swimming pool or anywhere near the beach or anywhere that's near water? Well, for Tanaka, he uses like a swimming tube in order to, keep afloat and enjoy his time while he's at the pool. Of course, these 2 little mischief kids, they're like, you can't swim, you're lame, and you're so old, and you can't swim using a swimming tube, and they kind of burst the swimming tube. But they were reprimanded by Ota. Despite his scary looks, he is a good guy. So Tanaka, because he uses no effort at all to do anything, he doesn't exert any effort or any type of strength or whatever, Tanaka can effortlessly float on water, while most people would have to try to think and try to make themselves float. Tanaka-kun can do it without any effort at all. And it was just so funny because like this guy was just standing and then he just goes back and he's floating on the water, and the 2 kids are like so fascinated by this that they try to do the same thing and they're succeeding. And Ota's like, because like, oh my god, Tanaka, like his listlessness is actually useful for the first time. So all they're doing for the rest of the day, while they're at the pool, they're floating on the water, and the kids actually bring this cool discovery that they found, and they call Tanaka and Ota their coach or whatever, and they bring it to school. And while they're having their swimming classes, everyone is floating on their backs instead of learning how to do any of the the swimming moves like the front crawl or the breaststroke and all of that stuff. So they're like, I probably taught them the wrong thing to do, and then it just ends off on that. And it was just too funny because these kids, like, you're our teachers, you're our idols, and we found something fun to do, and then instead they're ruining their swimming class. So the second half deals with a festival that's going on. It's like those festivals where in Japan everybody wears a yukata, the females and the males wear a yukata, and we have where Miyano, due to her short stature, she cannot find much yukatas to wear unless they are in child size, and she's finding much difficulty to do so because she wants to go to the festival with Echizen, but she doesn't want to look weird next to her. So she asks the help of Tanaka and Ota in order to find the perfect yukata that she can wear for the festival, but at the same time trying to get them to come as well for just to have fun with friends. So they go there, and they also meet Shirashi, and they ask her for help in order to help Miyano. Miyano's trying her best to find various yukatas and possibly anything that can try to make her taller because she is the shortest character in this series. So they're trying to find various ways to make her taller. She found sandals, I believe they call them gaita, and they're like wooden sandals, and that sandal gave her a little height. And then there was a part where they found a yukata for her, but the thing was like 4 times her size, and she was so depressed to the point that she even thought of just wearing a regular summer dress. But knowing how much she really wanted to wear a yukata, Shirashi decided to give her the hand by handcrafting her own custom made yukata, and it was a very beautiful one at that too. So Shirashi was not able to go with them, but they met Echizen, and there was Miyano, and all 4 of them were hanging out during the festival. It even come to the point where Echizen, due to her relationship with Ota during their past, she said that he looked pretty cool, even better than how he looked back then, and then he just completely ignores her comment, and she just walls out by dumping pure shaved ice on his head. And the episode ends at that, with them watching the fireworks, and unfortunately Miyano, despite her wearing the sandals that would give her height, she still can't see the fireworks going off. So it's like, at first I was like, it's good thing to be short, and I know her feeling of being a short person, and I understand how she feels. I completely understand how Miyano feels at the end of the day, being a short person, and sometimes the tall people get in our way. It can get frustrating. So if you saw this week's episode of Tanaka-kun is Always Listless, episode 10, tell me your thoughts. Which part was your most favorite, and what are your predictions for the last 2 episodes of Tanaka-kun? If you read the manga, from what I know of, there is a manga, please. No spoilers in the comment section below, but your thoughts about this week's episode will be gladly appreciated. The links are in the description box, so you guys can go check that out. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!